So, last time, the party continues. While everyone continued to poke around the party for information, Nash devises a plan to get into the basement, tripping over his own feet and splatting himself with appetizers on his tray. He then asked Nas if he could find somewhere dark to clean himself up, as the shadows enveloping his body make it difficult to see in the light. Nas directs him to the basement where the storeroom is. While down there, he quickly gets to work investigating and discovers a button that reveals a door behind a cupboard. Pickles heads down and meets up with him to discover that the door is not only locked, but has magical runes around it, which would set off an alarm if the door is opened. Meanwhile, Vasilissa runs into a professor that points her in the direction of a book of hag lore, which mentions a necklace called the Moon-Scorched Necklace that is meant to help stop the effects of the call. Creek finds herself digging through the upstairs and stumbles upon a key in the bathroom, which opens the door to Olympia's room. In there, she finds a different key that is bigger, and she takes it. She also finds a burn book in there, and takes several pages out of it. It is at this point we notice a certain group has congregated in the gardens. Lucius Pierce and Olympia Smythe have been joined by a powerful-looking woman and a thin man with stars in his hair. At this point, the young man smiles and says, "Ah, good. We're all here." And that was what happened last time, about a month ago, in real life.
Thank you for recapping.
Yeah, no worries. And remember, everybody gets a hero point to start.
Yay.
Oh, yeah.
And Leanne gets 2.
Yes, I get 2 to use against you at any point.
No.
Exactly. Oh, God.
Lies. That's a lie. GMs don't get hero points because they're not heroes, they're gods. That's what the G in GM stands for. What, you thought it was game? No.
Godmaster?
Godmaster!
Is there a higher title in existence in history than Godmaster?
I don't
It sounds like a
so.
fucking Power Rangers villain.
No, they wouldn't say God in Power Rangers. That would be too, inappropriate for the children's.
Is everyone else's character sheet functioning?
Uh-oh, is
Ooh, let me
yours
check
being...
real
Oh,
quick.
no.
Uh-oh.
I've opened mine, and I have only a page that says owned items, and my first owned item is Fetchling, and my
Uh-oh.
second is Tiefling.
Oh my gosh. It's showing up okay on my end.
Okay, let me leave Foundry and come back.
Oh, no.
I have
Oh
not
my
updated
gosh.
Foundry in a while, and it does need to be updated. But I need to send stuff to my dad to update the server. That's
It's
super
too good
weird.
old.
That's super, super weird.
Because
Yeah,
it
it's weird.
it does show up okay on my end.
Let me.
Foundry is getting some hiccups in for Sheldon's character sheets.
Yeah.
It's really concerning.
I
Okay,
don't...
there it is.
Okay,
There it is.
it's
Okay,
it's
good.
working good. Yeah, when in doubt, restart.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure if it was like a me problem or a everybody Foundry broke.
Yeah,
problem.
I try to
Okay.
check it before each game to make sure it's at least working on my end.
Uh-huh. Okie dokie.
But
Hey,
always
it's
good to
working
check with us if things look funky.
Mm-hmm.
Good. All right. So, scene is set. What would you like to do?
So Pickles and Nash just came out of the cellar.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only one that's currently in the garden is Vaz, but she is kind of hanging off to the side here because unfortunately Sarah can't make it today.
We had mentioned Nash and Pickles investigating that sundial more while we try to wait for everybody to kind of recongregate to make
Yes.
a plan.
Yes.
Yes, I did.
I'm down to do that.
Yeah, I did have a list of people going through, like, I had initiative basically, but I think we don't really need it right now. So you guys can go out into the garden, and as you like walk past, you notice that there's more people at the table, and they seem to be deep in conversation.
Okay.
Nash is
I'm not going to
along.
stand next to Zordamore.
Yep, she is kind of skulking around, creepily staring off into the distance, basically.
Okay. So this sundial, Nash has explained to me some about what it is, right?
Not a lot, just that it was magical, because he couldn't make anything of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, clearly it's doing something, but... he wanted to know if Pickles might make more magical sense of it, being the magical boy that he is.
Well, I'd like to, can I just do a Arcana check then?
Yes.
Woo! Arcana.
Roll me some dice in this dice rolling game. You
Yeah,
rolled a
14.
14. So you kind of look at this thing and you feel the magic kind of crackling off of it. It's emanating this like rainbow light. But the more you like look at it, the more like you just can't grasp what exactly it's doing.
Can I then... Go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, it looks like it is acting as a sundial, but also these rainbow lights are cascading different lights onto different parts of it that also seem to be monitoring something, but you can't quite make out the what. the
Can I perhaps...
what.
Can I perhaps cast Read Aura? It takes a minute to cast, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna
And then...
pose my silhouette between y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I can learn whether that item is magical. I'm assuming it is.
Yes.
And then and I learned the School of Magic.
The School of Magic. Okay.
And then there's special rules if it's illusory. I assume this is not illusory.
No.
Seems like a weird thing to have an illusion of. Just a fake sundial.
Yeah, just a fake sundial. 1 minute. The problem with spells like this is that I don't know all the all of them off the top of my head.
Valid.
I do not. And also, I believe there are things that are not going to be really applicable in the upcoming revamp of Pathfinder 2E. Available soon. Not an ad. Could be an ad. Paizo, contact me.
Hey, Paizo.
Hey, Paizo. Love you.
Paizo, we know you're here.
Paizo.
I promise we'll figure out how to make this more consistent if you can sponsor us. You can buy our consistency.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you let me quit my job, this could be my job. I would do anything. Signed by a teacher who starts class on Monday and still does not know what she's teaching this year because they scrapped the whole master schedule.
Isn't that just great? Yeah, so taking a look at here, you recognize this as divination magic.
Gotcha. You know, that makes sense in hindsight. Okay.
Yes, I knew what I wanted it to do. I don't remember all the schools of magic off the top of my head.
Valid. Okay, and is there any way, can I investigate, like, so I used Arcana to sort of try and get a sense of, like, what of the magical thing. Is there any way that I can maybe investigate it physically, like the actual physical symbols on here and stuff? Would that give me a different vibe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll me, like, perception. We'll do
Okay.
that.
How do I perception? There's my perception. Hey, that's pretty good. 23.
23. Yes, yes, yes. So, yeah, you looking around, you get a good look at the symbols and you recognize the ones around the edge as like the month, and then you get into some of the smaller circles and there are, the actual time. So it is telling the time here on part of it. But you kind of look at other places, you see like moon phases as well as certain indications of, like, you kind of get a feeling part of it looks like a meteor shower versus other things. It seems to be charting the stars as well on here.
Huh. Okay. So it's sort of like it's a sundial that does everything. It slices, it dices, etc., etc.
Yeah. And you
Okay.
look at part of it down here. It also seems to be like looking at the weather, and like parts of the lights are pointing at different parts of it. So it is a very like in-depth sundial.
Okay. And it all this might be a weird question that I probably would have gotten more from Arcana, so you can say no if I couldn't tell. Mechanically, is all these rainbow lights, are they emanating from the sundial itself, or does it seem like it's coming from like a refraction of sunlight? Does that make sense?
I would say that looking at it, you could tell it's coming from the sundial itself. The only
Okay.
thing that, like, the actual, like, you wouldn't even say, like, the actual time part is being affected by the sun. It is all of being affected by these lights. So that if it does get cloudy, it still tells you what time it is.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. So, gotcha. So there's okay. I see what this is. So this is a
Yeah.
this is a vanity piece.
Oh, yes.
Pickles will communicate some of that to National. Be like, it just seems like a all encompassing sundial. It can tell you a lot. It doesn't seem to need to be outside.
So then it's just outside for the sake of showing off.
Yeah, I mean it. Like if you see, and Pickles will kind of like he'll do his best to point out like where like light would be emanating from. Like it's not like it could be cloudy as hell. It could be probably raining. This thing would still show off, accurately display time and weather and phases of the moon and all that.
Interesting. Well, it does make sense for it to simply be a statement piece or show of wealth, but still worth noting. So she
It
also
probably doesn't even
likes
need to be this big, to be honest. You could probably have like a pocket version of this or something. With the way it's set up.
If it's simply for showing off, but one can never be too careful. She does also seem the type to flaunt her misdeeds as well.
Mm-hmm. Actually, remembering it, because I just remembered this a little bit ago, I believe, Leanne, that I might have given Pickles something similar to this as a pocket watch.
Yes, you did.
Can I take out my pocket watch and sort of compare it to this?
You sure can.
Because I think my pocket watch is mechanical, as I recall.
Yes, your pocket watch is mechanical.
Can I sync up... Actually, that's a good question. Can I see if my pocket watch can tell the is lined up with this, if these are accurately showing the same?
Yes, you can. And as you pull it out, you compare. They are like 1-to-1 basically on time and all the other calculations that yours does that it also does.
I'm assuming it does more calculations though. This
Yes.
is undoubtedly cooler.
Yes, like yours doesn't do weather, and it doesn't do, like, in the corner there is literally like astrological events like eclipses and meteor showers, and yours does not have that, but it does have, like, date and time.
And I assume, has mine got moon phases at least?
Yeah, yours has moon phase. It just doesn't have, like, meteor shower, which this one does for some reason.
Huh. Okay. Well, yeah, kind of like this one. But there's cooler, it seems. And Pickles will slip his pocket watch back in his pocket.
Nash will take his out for a moment, and of course, all you can see is the silhouette of one. You can tell there's something in his hand, and then you can tell when, like, the front flap of it opens, and he just kind of looks at it for a second. Mine only tells me when it's bright outside. And he'll put that away.
That joke had layers to it.
Oh my god. That was so fucking funny.
Sure was.
Yeah, so, that, being, I think we're probably gonna, either chill, I think we're maybe gonna chill here for a little bit longer and wait and give the others an opportunity to do things.
Yes.
Fools, they left the Rangers unattended.
Yes, but give me 1 second and I will jump up to the second floor here.
80 that got me.
Fools.
Oh, mazeballs.
Causing mischief up here.
All right.
There we go.
So, Creek, you just exited out of Olympia's room. Scrag, you are on the balcony talking to Rabina Zrinka.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Gertie is playing with Ryu.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay.
What are you guys up to?
For now, Sprague is just being a distraction and trying to figure out all he can about Rabia Zurika. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right.
Close enough.
Rabia?
Rabia.
Rabia, thank you. Yeah, Creek is gonna make her way out of the room. Oh, hello, can I make it out of the room, please? Oh, I bumped into the door that was closed.
Yeah, here. Let me just let me move you. There you go.
Thank you.
Elite adventuring capabilities.
Yeah.
Creek just bumps into the door.
Boom. Honestly, like the
Nobody's
doors.
around to see it.
If you get stuck on a door and the door closes, you can use the arrow keys on your keyboard to move your character, but
Oh, that's right.
don't
Stop
don't,
it.
Dan.
Stop that.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, because Creek wants to make her way out into the balcony
Yeah.
to see everybody.
And as you like exit into the balcony, you can see down below, and you see that the table where Olympia is sitting, she now has a full party, and they seem to be having tea, and the conversation is getting a little like tense. You can even tell from here. The larger woman is like leaning up on the table with like almost towering over everybody as she's glaring down at people, but you can't make out what they're saying from up here.
Gotcha. Shoot. Okay.
What do your special elf ears hear?
Apparently nothing.
Darn.
I mean, maybe roll perception and we'll figure that out.
Sure. Okay.
Now that
I'd
I'm,
like to know what they're saying.
using the mechanics of the game, we should do that.
Oh yeah, this game is mechanics.
I know. Okay, perception. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
19.
Pretty good.
Not bad.
So from up here, it's a little fuzzy, but as you like listen carefully, you can hear that they are arguing over payment.
Mm.
And
Do we know for what? Or
you are not unless you make a perception
Yeah.
roll. This is just Creek.
right, sorry.
Yeah, Creek's listening. So yeah, continue, please.
Yes. So Creek, you hear like the bigger woman who is like kind of standing up almost and got her hands on the table say, the gremlins you gave us were defective. I'm not paying for goods that don't accomplish the job. And you can kind of hear what's going on with Lucius, who is like stammering, but his exact words are a little fuzzy from up here. And Scrag,
Right.
unfortunately, you can't make out anything other than like the vibes, and the vibes are bad.
The vibes are foul. The vibes are foul.
are rancid. Oh, sorry.
Creek just kind of like, excuse me, yawning. Creek just kind of motions to Scrag and just kind of goes, prepare for things to go south, because it looks like it's going towards that way.
Scrag would go south, but there's balcony.
And Creek, at this point, you hear the young man with like the stars in his hair. He seems to be pretty chill from this whole conversation, but he leans back and looks at Lucius and says, "Well, how about we show them something a little special that you've been working on? Maybe this will change Eden's mind." And Lucius like gives a small little bow to the younger man. Goes, of course. And you see them all like stand up and start to walk further, like past each other, or through the garden, past Nash and Pickles, and start heading towards the back here. And then they turn the corner, and you lose sight of them.
Oh, can Creek jump down from the balcony?
Roll me a acrobatics.
Yes! Okay.
Do it.
Yep, I'm trained in this, motherfucker! No! 18.
18 is enough. So,
Yes!
you leap off the balcony, land like next to this fountain here. With a boom.
Oh wait, could Creek say something cool before
Yes.
she does it?
Yes, do it.
Creek just kind of jumps onto the edge of the balcony and goes, "Let's go south," and jumps.
Scrag, I'm going to take the stairs.
Okay, now make it cool with your words, Magic Man.
All right. So Rabita just kind of like stares as you jump. Goes, "Huh, more exciting than I thought at this party." And Ryu just kind of looks at Scrag and looks back at Gertie. Goes, "I'm gonna pretend
Scrag,
I
I'm
didn't see
going
that."
to go. Yeah, Scrag, I'm going to go make sure she's okay.
Okay.
Was good talking to you. Now on the. Oh, okay. Never mind
Yeah,
then.
no, complete.
Oh yeah, complete your thought. What are you doing?
I was gonna do one last thing. On the way, Scrag is gonna. Oh, sorry. Attempted token collides with the wall.
There is a wall there. I didn't set up this map super great. Sorry.
No worries.
That's okay.
It happens. It is. I know why there's a wall. Scrag would like to snoop a bit on his way out. Oh,
Okay.
That's wrong way. Oh, this is a bathroom.
That is
Never
the
mind.
bathroom.
It's a
Scrag
bathroom.
is then going to just leave. He does not
Scrag will
have to
make-
go right now.
Exit stage left.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So you head down the stairs.
Oh, no. Oh, these are not the stairs. Oh,
No.
wait. What's...
This is the trophy room. As you like look, you go past the stairs basically, open a door, and you see a room full of like these tables that have jewels and cups and masks, all on display. And there's a small little man here who looks very like nervous as he putzes around.
Hello, sir. Why are you doing the around putzing?
He looks at you. And goes, I don't have. I couldn't find a birthday gift for Olympia. I had one, but then these people showed up and took it out of my house. Not my house, my shop. God, I'm so nervous right now. I had
What
these.
do you mean?
I had these velociraptors, right? And these people just showed up and took them. And I tried to contact the lawkeepers. Well, but they told me I wasn't even allowed to have those in the first place, so not much I could do there.
Scrag is going to close the door and go, "Where did you get them from?"
I bought them from the black market.
Where in the black market and from who?
He stops and stares at you. You don't need to know that. You don't need to know any of this.
I'd like to whistle for Gertie.
FYI, this is the man that Creek and Vaz, threatened way back when you were looking for the missing raptors.
Ah, okay.
I think
Scrag will whistle.
it was Nash and Baz.
It was Nash, yes. Oh my gosh, it's been so long.
I used
Scrag will
shadow shit.
Scrag will call his little velociraptor and pet her on the head and say, "Scrag does not think you need to worry. But Scrag would stay away from the dinosaur trade if Scrag was you. Because that is Scrag's turf. Is this understood?"
Roll me an intimidation check.
Amazing.
Dino Mafia.
Dino Mafia.
This isn't going to work. Scrag isn't proficient in intimidation, but it's very
It's-
funny.
Give it a go.
It's okay.
Never mind. It might work a little bit.
It might work a little bit. This guy is he's a shopkeep. He's
Yeah, I was like, he's not a DC 15 fella.
No. He looks at you and he looks a little nervous and goes, of course, I will.
He's honest mistakes. Scrag would never hurt someone for this.
Of course. Next time I'll come to you.
Scrag will shake his hand. Do you know who has been doing the trafficking and the selling of the dinosaurs? Because Scrag thinks there are more than just a few dinosaurs.
He looks at you and goes, "What? You would know, wouldn't you? You're in the group. You said it yourself. You're the one trafficking them."
Well, there are people trying to move in on Scrag's territory. It would be best if you give Scrag all information that you have.
Well, if it's in the black market, then it's either from the Red Hands or the River Rats. The River Rats seem the most likely. And honestly, you don't want to get involved with Eden Moore. If you're not with her, I would say stay out of her way.
Who is her?
Eden Moore, the River Rats leader.
Thank you for your assistance. Scrag will see if he can negotiate with this Eden woman.
You don't negotiate with Eden.
Scrag am very persuasive.
Well, it's your life. And he goes...
And yours as well. Have a good one.
He's just... gives you a confused look at that.
And is there anything in here since, we're going for the hunt? Oh, hello.
Yes, you open this door and you find basically a little conservatory. There is a room full of plants and a little bench, and there is a tiefling woman with a short bobbed haircut and dressed in elegant robes.
Scrag will doff his non-existent hat.
She looks at you and goes, "Oh, hello.
Hi there. What is your name?"
I am Phelan."
"I am Scrag.
"I haven't seen you
This
around."
is Gertie. Scrag am very elusive, very stealthy.
"Oh, are you a merchant of any kind?"
Scrag dabbles a little bit in the merchantry.
Ah, I deal in high-end jewelry myself.
Ah! Scrag is going to kind of gesture to some of his, it's probably not as high end as what she has, but the stuff he basically bought to make his outfit all fancy.
Yeah.
Scrag is more dealer of livestock, animals, that sort of thing.
Ah.
But Scrag is semi-retired because legal troubles.
Yes, the lawkeepers do tend to have a tight grip on the animal trade. Don't want anything dangerous in the city. I understand completely.
Yes. Do you come to this place very much?
Oh, sometimes. Olympia is she's a good patron. She often buys expensive jewelry. And one of my associates, Amir, he has come as well. I buy jewels from him and make jewelry.
Ah, fancy. Do you do the magic jewelry?
Not me particularly, but I can send it to get it enchanted. I'm afraid I'm not much on magic myself. Despite what people think, tieflings aren't inherently magical.
This makes sense. I am not good at magic either.
It makes it difficult for anyone to become excellent at magic here. There isn't really a school of any kind.
There is library.
The library isn't very informative in that regard.
Scrag has a little friend who does lots of magic. Not this one, different one.
Oh, that's amazing. I hope they have a fruitful career in front of them.
I will pass on your well wishes. And then Scrag is going to kind of nod again and then go join the rest of the party.
All right. So,
Sorry for that little tangent.
as this is going on, back on the main floor here.
I guess the stairs would be here.
Yes. Visible. Creek, you land over... That's the wrong button. That's the wrong button. Creek, you land about here. One second. I need to get rid of this explosion that I created on the map. There we go.
Creek explodes.
Yeah.
Darn, not again.
And I'm going to move these people where they are supposed to be. Ignore them clipping through walls. I am just trying to get them where they would have been.
Yep.
Greg suddenly remembers that he's supposed to be pursuing someone and runs out.
After
He
his
legit
combo.
forgot.
He legit forgot. He got distracted by 2 different people.
That's fair.
2 more than there were than Scrag expected there to be.
Yep.
So.
Because everybody went the opposite way I figured they go on the map for that.
Yep.
All good. So, yes, Nash, Pickles, you see the group get up and start to move away past Basara here, who stands aside and lets them go and then goes back into place. You then see Creek leap off the balcony and land.
And then Scrag kind of run out.
Yeah.
What was happening?
We'll hop
Scrag
on.
was worried that
I believe our ranger is in pursuit.
We'll hop on.
Creek is just focused on following them, pretty much.
I think Bastard at that point would follow and perhaps climb up on Creek's shoulder.
Heck yeah. Creek just runs past. Meow.
Just see Creek run past with Bastard on her shoulder, and Pickle's like, I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah. It's at this point, Creek, you run and see them basically turn the corner here. And I hit the wrong button again. Oop. I'm trying to do this
And
button.
then it caused an explosion.
Oh my god. It's like the magic shit.
Explode.
They turn the corner
okay.
here, and
Oh.
you run right into Basara, who is standing guard here.
Oh, boop.
She is like half your size, but she is built sturdy as she looks up at you.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm not allowed to let anybody past here.
How so?
I'm on guard duty.
Can I have Bastard sneak through the bushes?
Roll me stealth. Roll me
Yes.
stealth.
Can I distract Basira while
Yes.
Bastard?
In fact, there is an
Yes.
option called create a distraction.
Yeah.
Or a diversion, I should say. Create a diversion. Pathfinder 2E.
Bastard has a +6 to stealth.
Yeah.
I will be glad to take my turn in this, but I do want to ask, does Sortimore still look like she's paying attention to anything that's going on around
She
her?
sure isn't. She is
Okay.
she is looking at
Fantastic.
the roses right now. She
Mood.
is picking through the roses. She seems to be a million miles away. But yes, create a diversion. With a gesture, a trick, or some distracting words, you create a diversion that draws the creature's attention elsewhere. You can use the manipulate trait. Okay, attempt a single deception check and compare it against the perception's DC of the creature who's you're attempting to divert. Whether or not you succeed, the creature you attempt to divert gets a +4 circumstance bonus to the perception against your attempts to create a diversion for 1 minute. So, if this fails, she gets a big plus to that.
Yeah. Big bonus. My deception is pretty low, but let me give it a good go.
Yes. Let me look up.
You got hero points.
What her
Oh, yeah.
14,
14?
and it's versus her perception DC. So her perception DC is it would be this, yeah. So unfortunately, that does not make it.
I used my hero point for this one.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Alright, cool. Oh, wait, no, I want to no, don't give me more hero points. I meant to use my hero point.
Yeah, right.
Thank
right
you.
click.
There we go. Alright, let's give it another go. Come on. Oh!
Wait,
Very small number.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
So she is
Um,
not distracted. That is a failure. You don't divert any attention, and she is now more aware. And she goes, I think you need to get back to the kitchen. And
Can I?
now, Bastard can roll his stealth.
Sexist.
It does
Was
not.
that, so was that perception against just the created distraction or just in general?
Create distraction, I think, right?
Yeah, it was created. It was created a version. It was going to help.
Well, no, but like the failure, is that plus to perception against anything or just against further created diversions? It sounded like it was just
yeah.
against.
+4 circumstance bonus to the perception DCs against your attempts to create a diversion for 1 minute. So yeah, it's just create a diversion.
Okay, good.
So now her attention is on Creek, but she's still so it's like if Creek tried again, it would be bad.
I'm gonna hero point.
Yeah.
I want this little guy to go. Come on, Bastard, go, baby, go. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you
so
serious?
Bastard tries to like sneak by, and Basara doesn't even look at him and grabs him by the leg and pulls him up. And he like is squirming, but she knows how to handle animals, so she's just holding him at arm's length and goes, "You need to leave."
Scrag is gonna pull out his invitation and
Can I
like
Okay.
hold up
Bastard
the
will
invitation.
Bastard will sulk away.
Yeah.
I don't think an invitation is gonna get us in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Creek has one too.
Oh, okay.
Y'all are both here as guests, but that doesn't mean you get to go past her.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I get to go places. So,
Yeah.
Creek is gonna, hold on to Bastard and just kind of go like, well, this was worth a try. Like, kind of skulks back.
Yeah. You skulk back, and reminder, you do have a big chunky key.
I do. Is there any other way to get over there, kind of sneakily?
From here, doesn't look like it. It seems like Basara has this exit on lockdown.
Can Scrag go out this exit right here? This one?
I think she'll probably.
Yeah, she will spot you. Basically, like
will
this whole
spot you,
area
yeah.
here, she is patrolling.
I think we might need to go back inside the house and try elsewhere.
Yeah.
Or we could just yeah, that works. I was gonna suggest like a really cheesy thing where Scrag walks to this one, and then when Basira comes to confront him,
I don't think that.
Like
Yeah,
just really bad
I don't
video
think we
game
should-
logic.
Yeah, no, she
Yeah.
is not a video game like NPC. She will spot you, just as a note.
Okay.
And she has a crossbow, FYI.
Oh dear. All right. Well, let's not go there then.
Yeah, she will kill us. So, yeah, probably best to go back inside.
At this point, can we like maybe compare notes about all the stuff we
Yes.
found, so we all have like similar
Yeah.
information? Because I know that Creek found that key.
Yeah.
And the burn book, and we have some information, and we know about also that one lady who hates Olympia.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm assuming that we can like find a corner here where we can just talk with us.
Yes.
So,
Heck,
The
even
way
the
I see
other anywhere in here, you can probably find a little section.
I pointedly do not want to
Scraggle.
go into the kitchen because Nas is in there, and
You could even
Can Scrag-
like go to the other end of the garden because nobody is there anymore. They all got up and left.
Who? True. Can Scrag see Bat Boy?
Oh yeah, Bat Boy's
Bat
here.
Boy's
will
with
wave.
Nash.
Technically, Bat Boy is on Nash, and weirdly enough, he has been the only thing that hasn't been enveloped in shadows that Nash has touched.
Because he's a man, not a
that's
thing.
weird.
Yeah, sure is.
Pickles will take a note of that and then continue. The way I see it, we have two options. We can either try and I really want to get into that area in the basement, but the problem is if we turn on the arcane lock, like if we trigger the alarm, something's gonna happen.
If only we
almost
had a
bought it.
key.
Well, the thing is, I don't know if even a key would help because there's still arcane wards around it. Unless the key itself is magical. Unless like the key would, get rid of that.
Creek rummages through her pockets and produces the key. He goes, "Here's a key I found."
I would like
That
to detect magic on the key to check if it's magical.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Yeah, and I can do that. I open up my I use my class feat that I got at level 2 that allows me to cast detect magic at will.
Heck yeah!
Ooh,
That's incredibly
nice.
useful.
It means you do not have to prepare it. You can just do it.
That's cool.
Yeah, so now I can have both detect magic and read aura always.
Ooh,
Heck
nice.
It's super good.
Yeah, you cast your little magic. The little sparkles come out of your hand. Boop, and it doesn't appear like the key is magical. It seems to be just an iron key.
Huh.
Oh.
Ding dang dong. We should probably still test it, right?
Question real
yes.
quick, because maybe I missed something. What's going on with Sortamore?
She is looking in the rose bush. She's just kind of like examining the flowers.
Okay, so does anybody else see her icon freaking out?
Oh, is it like got the spirals on it?
Yeah, it's got
Yeah.
the spirals.
That just means that you know that she's there, but you can't see her very well. It's
Oh, okay, because like there's like a border around her that's flashing, and
Oh.
it's got the spirals and stuff, and I'm like,
yeah. No, that.
oh my
that-
god,
Yeah.
I knew I should have checked her out anyway.
Yeah.
No, yeah, exactly. No, you're good.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
that is just Foundry letting you know that you can kind of perceive her, but she is hidden from the.
Gotcha.
Pretty stay
So
away from
either
the
we
food.
can try and go and open up the door ourselves, which I think is frankly I think is doomed to failure, or we can maybe we can try and get someone else to kind of be our fall person and try and go down there, because it sounded like there was more than one person who might want to investigate a secret underground area.
Are you saying we throw someone under the bus by tricking them into trying to open this door?
In not so many words, yes. But I
Alright, just
suppose
wanted
if
to make
that
sure.
happens, then, like... I suppose if that does happen, then, like, where does that get us, really?
I will be thrown under this imaginary bus.
No, I'm saying we can get a different party guest.
By the way, what is a bus?
What is a bus?
You're the one who mentioned it,
Yeah.
Scrag.
Scrag, a bus is a very large lizard that people ride.
Yeah, like, think a Komodo dragon, but with, like, a bunch of saddles on it.
Yeah, it can fit up to about 3 lizard folk. It's a very big
I'm
lizard.
I'm here for that being something in the Kupla Islands. I'm so here for the Komodo dragon
look.
bus.
They swim, too, so it's like, you know, it's like one of those harbor buses.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Awesome.
What was the name of that one guest who freaking hated Olympia? There was one of them, wasn't there? The person upstairs?
Yes, that was
Oh, yep.
yeah, that she called her a bitch and it was Rabia.
Yeah, Rabia.
So like if maybe we can my thinking outside of game is that we can yeah, Shelf. It's just like a duck boat. It travels on roads, it travels in the water, and it kills people.
Exactly.
My thinking is that if we can get her to maybe open the door, maybe we can like see inside there and like try and sneak in and you know, see what we can do from there. I don't know.
It's kind of weird that we just let, like, the boss of the river rats kind of... Wait a second. Why are the Hurricane Hawks just letting the river rats hang out uninterrupted?
Because their job is not to go after the river rats, it's to guard at the party.
Yeah, we're probably more affiliated with the cops than they are, to be honest. And that's just by nature of the fact that we've been into the Lawkeepers Guild more times than probably we should admit to people.
Also, as like a note, the river rats aren't like, it's not like common knowledge between like everyday people who they are by default. They know of them and that they're bad, but they wouldn't be able to pick out Eden more.
Yeah, they probably
If I
wouldn't be
would've-
able to say, like,
Nobody
that's the
has
leader.
told the Hurricane Hawks, hey, that's a member of the river rats. They don't know. They're here because a rich person told them to guard their party.
Scrag is gonna go do... Is that okay with everyone?
Do what?
I mean,
Greg thinks we should tell the Hurricane Hawks that is leader of river rats.
I feel like they're going to do their job for the guild regardless, so as not to damage their own guild standing. Remember, that is something we were warned about ourselves.
yeah,
Yes.
like it unfortunately comes down to even... I feel like at this point, we only tell them that if the shit hits the fan and we need them to stop, because at this point, like, you know, all it would do, I feel, is just make their job harder for them. You know? It's good to have in our pocket, though.
Yeah.
Well, let's go find the way around.
I think, well, I want to figure out, do we want to try and go to just say fuck it and go for the door ourselves? Like, do we think that maybe they're going... Could they be... Wait, DM.
Yes.
In the map that we had of the house,
Yes.
was there an outdoor cellar entrance?
There was.
Were there any other stairs going up outdoors?
No.
Okay, so they're almost definitely in the cellar.
100%.
Of
course.
So, are we pulling the ripcord? Are we saying fuck it, we're going in? I feel like that might be our...
How could we ball?
Oh, it is the jewelry man.
Like,
Yes, it is the jewelry
what do you think?
man.
What do you think, Nash? Do you think we just rip off the plaster, as it were?
Well, before we all make that decision, what do we think is the likelihood that we emerge from that cellar?
Low.
I don't know.
Scrag believes that nothing ventured, nothing gained, but also Scrag kind of wants to talk to Emir. Scrag has heard good reviews. Scrag had
Not one
social
to
mood.
fear my own death, but also, if that's all that comes of this, what good have we done anyone?
That's true. Do we want to try and sneak around the other side of the house?
Okay.
Because if we go through the, I'm not suggesting, I'm asking. Because if we go through the cellar, this door in the cellar, and open up through that bookcase, 100% chance they know we're there. 100%.
Yeah.
No question. If we go and try and sneak around to the cellar entrance, still a high likelihood that they will know we're there. But
Gula
there's
is
a
standing
chance.
guard outside, though. How will we ever get past her?
I'm saying if we go around the other side of the house, unless
Yes,
there's
Gula's standing guard out there.
Gula's outside, like the house, just in general.
Yeah, Gula and
Here.
Juliet were both outside at the door. So
Yeah.
they have a good clear view of if you tried to hop the fence.
Right, there's a fence that goes. Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, I feel like if we wanted to get in here, I feel like our main option is through that cellar door. Through that door in the cellar.
And let's
Could
go.
we? Did we try? Nat, do you remember, Nash? Did we try and hear through the door at all? Did we hear? We didn't hear anything on the other side, but I guess there was nothing to hear, right?
Yeah, you didn't try to listen in.
Wait a second. You guys are servers, right? Or supposed to be, or disguised as it, or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah,
What
we should
is
be
in
able.
the cellar that the server would need to bring out?
Getting into the the cellar proper is not the issue. It's the secret room that they're in doing whatever
Yeah.
they're doing. I'm all for simply opening up the door and going in. I would just like to know what our plan is when we get in there. Like what is our goal?
Figure
That's
out
true.
what they are up to, be very sneaky, be very quiet, and then get out.
Well, that's certainly certainly makes that plane dead in the water because there's no way that we sneak if we open that door.
Yes, no, that's a non-starter. We're going to have their attention. They're going to know that we are down there. So, what is the plan?
I think that having like an open conflict with them is a last resort only if we determine that something has gone completely wrong. I don't like the idea of an open conflict with them. I don't know their capabilities. I know Lucius. We know Lucius is a mage. I don't know anything about Olympia Smythe's abilities. I assume the River Rats leader has some combat capability. I don't. It's not my favorite. So I think if anything, we should maybe we try and get to that cellar door and maybe listen at the door and see if we can't hear what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But
Get a read
that
on
does
the
raise a good
situation.
question. If we feel like it's a situation where we need to intervene in that moment.
Hmm?
Because my thinking is there may be some kind of a ritual that they're in the middle of. Is the goal maybe disrupt ritual, get help?
Yeah.
If that's the case, then there should be at least one party who does not go into the cellar and can go get the help. Because if we get down there and we need
Right.
it, we may not be able to.
I think at like this point, like Vaz puts up her hand and says that she would be willing to go run get the help.
Cool. Perfect.
I think that makes sense, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We could leave Bastard with her as a means of communicating.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good idea too. Yeah, we'll leave Bastard with Vaz. Yeah, actually, I like that a lot. And again, to be clear, opening up the door, saying go time, that's a last resort, and I want us to all be in agreement on that. That's not...
Mm-hmm. Of course.
That is going to be risking not only us, but, like, a lot of other people.
It puts everyone in, at least the building, in an unnecessary danger.
Yeah.
If not further, depending on what they're doing.
Yeah.
Alright. Grand accord.
Also, I want to say this just
Nash
for
will
the
look
future.
at Scrag because Scrag has not agreed yet.
Greg agrees.
Oh, but yeah, what was that? What was that, Ian?
I want to say this just for the future, just to future-proof this, that I feel like we should have verbally said to Vaz that Vaz is totally open to use her better judgment on who to call for help, whether it be, if she thinks the Hurricane Hawks are the best person, or like going to the Lawkeepers or whatever, what have you, just so that Sarah has that option in the future if the shit goes down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
All right. So as you come to a agreement, I think it's a good time to take a break.
Break time.
If we're all back, then I think it's time to get
Oh.
going.
I did get a tornado warning on my phone, so just if I randomly crap out, then that's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did it tell you how long it's in effect for?
I think like an hour.
Okay.
Okay.
Good to know.
Okay.
But yeah, we've got a little bit more time before Katie has to go. But Katie, please let me know when it is time to go.
Yes. You got it. We technically got an hour, so yay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know how much time you needed to get to work, so.
No problem.
But we're all ready to get going, and it sounded like Nash had an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nash will just look at the others and is like, well, are we all ready to get in there? Because if so, I do believe I have an idea. I think I've gotten Oz quite convinced of my incompetence at this point, which will be quite handy.
Yours ideas are pretty good.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, everyone, follow along. And Nash is just going to take a moment, clear his throat, kind of dishevel his coat, and then storm quickly through the door. Oh dear! Oh dear!
Ow!
Oh dear!
Has something else happened? Dear, you really? Oh dear! What's wrong?
Oh no! It's not me this time. It's well, my job is I suppose at risk. Our dear hostess has demanded wine, more wine immediately.
Oh jeez.
Or we're fired, and we've got this job through the guild, and we're rather low rank members now. I'm sure you can tell, and we cannot afford that. We've brought extra hands to help because she wants it quite quickly. Can we?
And we're only by commission, Naz.
We've got to head down there and get. Oh, Pickles, did you write down the vintages? She asked.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, okay, well, let's go find them. And he's just gonna head towards the cellar door.
All right. All right. Be careful. Be careful.
Yes, of course.
Don't.
I hope there's enough Merlot.
I don't. Who are you? Oh, jeez. But yes.
Don't worry, my dinosaur is licensed to serve liquor.
Well, that's a relief.
Because
Thank
that
God
was
for
her
that.
concern in this situation.
That was so fucking funny. We head down though very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Naz is kind of left in a stupor as you all head downstairs. And we got a couple people here already. Let me drop everybody else on the map. We got Creek. We've got Scraggery.
I'm good for one banger one-liner per episode.
We got Gertie.
We only get the one.
Yeah, you're on your own for the rest of it.
No more can Dan shoulder the comedy burden of the episode.
We have to step up our game, guys. Come on.
Working on it.
So yeah, you walk down into the cellar, and you see that, in fact, there is a door in the wall here.
And you see the remnants of my failed Rube Goldberg machine.
Yes! Just like some wax on the ground and stuff.
What happened here?
I don't know. Must have been weird. What could have happened there?
Does this door lock, by the way, the cellar door?
It does not. There doesn't seem to be a lock.
I don't think we want that anyway, honestly.
No,
Fair enough.
Our way out.
I figured we'd put like a chair or a bar or something, but...
Well, I mean, the people we're worried about are already in here, so we do not want to lock ourselves in with them.
Yo.
Everybody up there, we can talk our way out of the situation. We cannot talk our way out of what's going on down here. 100% we can.
Literally, we can just tell Nas we can't find what we're after.
Who's got the best perception and can listen at the door?
Let me see.
Scrag
I've got a...
or I think Creek, maybe?
I've got a +9.
Nice. That's better than me.
Plus
I got
nine's pretty
+8.
damn
Okay,
good.
never mind.
Do you also get
That's
the bonus
good.
from
Remember,
the...
detective.
Yeah, don't you also get the bonus to it from your...
I believe so. Let me double check because it's been a hot minute, but let me see here.
Yeah, because it's like... I think it's like all checks, isn't it? Something crazy like that?
I don't know if it's all checks, but I do think it is at least perception, but it might be all checks. Let me find out. Okay, it's a perception or a skill check, so yeah, I get a +1 circumstance bonus to the check.
Yeah,
so I'd have a +10.
Yeah, let Nash go do his thing.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we're gonna go listen in at that door.
Do we like pull the shelves out of the way and such, or?
No, it's already open.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
it's
good.
showing on the map, but I'm assuming since they've already come down here, they've already got that out of the way, so the secret door is visible.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay. Add a +1. Oh, no, never mind. I have something else. Oh God, no.
You have a hero
don't
point,
like-
don't you?
I do. I don't like a 12 on that. I can do better than a 12. Knock on wood. Famous last words. Don't do it. Don't
Famous
do it.
last words.
Come on.
There is a number lower than that. 12 numbers lower than...
Oh,
well, technically...
Leanne, don't. There we go.
I was gonna
There
say,
we go.
my roll was 2, so if I got a nat 1, then yeah, but otherwise,
Yeah.
odds were in my favor.
Odds were in your favor. I should say there was one number lower than what you rolled.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a real bad number lower than that, but I like
Yes.
my chance.
Yeah, with a 29, you get, like, you can immediately hear basically the whole conversation going on. The 29, that's a crit.
Oh, nice.
So this door, though sturdy, does not seem to block the sound very well. And you hear Lucius is, like, saying, as you can see, I have a very powerful circle here. I can summon something very strong from the Feywild that will benefit you greatly, Miss Eden. And there's like a grunt noise like, I'll believe it when I see it. The last things you sent me were trash. And again, I refuse to pay or accept responsibility for my river rats failing because of your malfunctioning little rats. And then you hear Olympia say, now, you were the ones that lost my ships. You can't blame that entirely on gremlins. And she huffs and goes, no, a little lost rat is the problem there. But you get...
I'd actually like to,
Yep.
Leanne,
Yes.
as this starts, a creature within range begins to make sound. Can I cast Seashell of Stolen Sound as they start this conversation to try and catch the sound of this through the door?
I was gonna add something, like I was gonna let Leanne go through her spiel, but I had something for that with my crit.
Cool.
Oh, okay. Sorry, yeah, let's let Leanne go. My apologies.
Yeah, where was I? A little lost rat. And then, you hear another voice go, well, that whether or not you're able to catch that lost rat is up to you. And she huffs and goes, you're... The lawkeepers were supposed to catch her. And they said she was dead, but she's not. She's out there still. And you hear Olympia at this point go, my father has tried to put out a bounty on that woman. It's not my fault somebody came back with a lie. And Lucius goes, please, let me just show you what I can do, and this will be all smoothed over. And I think that's where that chunk will end.
Okay, so having rolled the crit that he did, as soon as they get down there and Nash gets up to the door, you see it's very practiced. It's obvious that he's done this before. He looks around on the shelves for a moment and finds, like, a couple of glasses, and he'll pick them up, and you see him lick his finger and kind of swirl around the rim of it, getting that tone, and he's looking for just the right one, and when he finds it, he simply sits himself down on the floor, and with one hand holds that to the door to listen through, and with the other, he sets his journal down on the floor with his pen and his ink ready, and you just watch as he's listening. He is just like a machine transcribing whatever he hears.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I will allow that.
Specifically with the book on the floor so he's not holding it so it doesn't screw up.
Yes.
Okay, in that case, I don't think that I need to use my spell for that.
Yeah, gotcha.
I don't know if I could even get it through the door because it's Nash's hearing. Like, it's the rules about the spell are just when a creature within range makes sound, but there's no explicitly like.
I think because it is Nash listening that is not applicable.
Gotcha. Okay. So Pickles is kind of reading along with this as Nash is typing it out. Can I? So I'm following all this so far. Can I? And I'll ask Scrag and Creek because maybe they might have some experience with it. Can we see if we can think of anything that Lucius might be potentially summoning from the Feywild? Like, specifically anything that might cause further mischief. That might be aligned with what they're trying to do.
Okay.
Any kind of...
means.
Roll me, I think, Arcana, because everything that has been summoned so far has been gremlins.
Okay. I'll think about it.
I don't think I'm gonna be much help here.
Nah. Even though I'm slightly trained, I got 10. I don't know much. Oh,
that's 10 as well.
Oh, I watched the guy hover on that 20 for a second.
Yeah.
I might as well, since everyone else seems
might as
to be
well,
rolling
Scrag.
not
Go,
great.
Scrag, go!
Wait.
Go, Scrag, go!
Well, actually, Planar would have got me the same issue, same roll anyway.
Would nature work? Because it's technically like Feywild stuff. You can say no, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't. Well, maybe. I'd say if people
Bill did better than us.
Yeah.
Bill did better than us, though.
Good, because I was going to say Nash probably can't even help. The downside to what he's doing is it doesn't even look like he is aware of what they're saying. He's just getting
That
it
makes
down.
sense.
Yeah, 100%. I believe
It's
because
not
you were doing
sticking.
that.
He's going to have to read it himself later.
Scrag,
Yep.
you've heard of gremlins before, and you know that you've so far have fought like Mitflits, you've fought a couple of other ones, but you know that there are stronger kinds of gremlins. You've heard of something called a Vexgit, which are little armored gremlins that have like crustacean-y looks to them. They are more powerful, and you know that the most powerful gremlin is a Nugglub. A Nuglub. Nuglub?
A knuckle.
Which are like...
Scrag not quite sure how to pronounce.
You're not 100% sure how to pronounce it. You've like read about it once in a scroll in the back of like a hut. That you know that they are hunchback creatures covered in hair that kind of look like little tiny hags with like big sharp looking claws and teeth, and they look you've heard that they look horrific.
There are nasty boys.
That they're nasty nasties. But they are, if Lucius has been summoning gremlins, that would be the next step up.
And Screg will explain that as best he can, that there's bigger, eviler gremlins, and we must stop them.
That's at least comforting that whatever he's summoning is probably not like some insane fake thing that's gonna fuck everybody up. It still probably will fuck everybody up, but it's not like some kind of like, oh, everybody within a mile is turned to stone or some shit like that,
Yeah, he's not summoning I don't know an example of a powerful fae. The first thing came to mind was Railgun Nymph, but that's not a thing.
What? What?
What?
I've been doing a little bit of like cyberpunk stuff. Anyways,
Apparently.
that's not canon. Screg didn't say that.
Alrighty then, because no, that doesn't exist.
Yeah, we're not like making a pact with an archfey or anything crazy like that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's the Conglomadog.
Conglomadog. I love the Conglomadog.
We can't kill the Conglomadog. We can't. I will refuse to kill the Conglomadog.
I'm afraid everything from that book is 5e, so I do not know how to convert that currently.
That's valid.
I just found my next project because we need the Conglomadog.
I do love everything in that book, so if anybody
Alright.
has like a conversion for Fairy Fire, I would use that.
Fairy
I think we
Fire,
should-
great book.
It's a very
We should
good book.
do something.
Art in that book especially is fucking choice.
I'm gonna share the behind with everyone while we continue.
Yeah.
Shelf is
As
right
Nash
there.
is writing that down, Pickles is looking at it and like, okay, so right now, as Nash, I assume has like a little space to breathe and take in what he's written.
Yeah,
now
he-
that they've
he- He takes a break and stops to read so he could catch himself up.
are we letting him go? I feel.
Rather he not summon something else terrifying.
Do we know how to? Are we capable of stopping him?
That's the thing, though.
I don't think I know enough about summoning in general. Well, would I know enough about, can I use my planar lore to see if I know some more rules of summoning?
Yeah, go for it.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
Fucking, because I multi-classed. Well, I didn't multi-class, but I got a dedication.
Yes.
I have planar lore now.
Yes.
25.
You know.
I think he knows.
You know. When summoning happens, usually a creature is just pulled in. Something extra has to be done to bind that to people. Usually people find ways to bind like devils and demons to do things through other means of magic. The gremlins have kind of, from what you've interacted with so far, have not really been bound properly. Not that you've seen. They just seem to do shit.
So they just seem kind of loosey-goosey, like they're
Yeah.
just fucking going crazy.
Yeah, because the biggest clue that you've had is when you first saw them, they were ransacking the river rats' supplies.
That's right.
They were digging through
That's
the river
right.
rats' shit, and they were eating the dinosaur eggs that they had.
I've forgotten about that.
Yeah, way back in like episode 1.5, that got erased.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still sad about that because it was a very good episode.
It was a
You
really
did such good
episode.
animation, though, to be fair.
Yes, but
You did.
you remember that even though they are supposed to be in the river rats employ, they kind of weren't listening properly. Because otherwise, why would they be digging through their shit and eating their things? They
Right.
seem to like work under Snaggletooth Jim in the junkyard, but they also didn't seem to listen to him 100%. They don't seem to be bound properly. So you imagine Lucius just isn't good at that part. So things could go sideways if he starts summoning something stronger. Also note, just from this, you had remembered that Professor Vasca had said that the rips in the plains can be dangerous, and it's already seen that when he summons stuff, he doesn't always summon exactly what he wants. Hence, why Maya was pulled in.
I think at this point, from what and Pickle will communicate that, I think it's more dangerous to let him try this. I like as much as I don't want to deal with the leader of the River Rats. I think that letting Lucius fuck around with summoning something from another plane is more dangerous.
He's definitely fucking around and finding out, and we don't want him to find out.
I think we should find out what happens when people try to summon shit they're not supposed to. I think we should kick his ass, is what I'm saying.
Right.
Very well.
He does need a good ass whooping.
Episode title.
Nash will put
Pickles.
cut
Go
back
ahead.
on the shelf and just kind of step out of the way of the door, gesture like, whoever wants to go first.
Pickles would like to, because I have a thing.
Yes!
I have a thing.
Do it! Good. Go,
I'm going
go,
to take
go,
the
go,
key
go.
from Creek. I'm going to take the key from Creek. And I'd like to insert the key into the lock and turn it.
All right.
And I'd like to, when the door swings open.
Yeah, as it swings open, you see all the runes on the door light up, and you hear a beep, beep, beep. It keeps going,
And
but
as
I don't want to be annoying.
No, yeah, I get you. As the door swings open and I behold this scene, Pickles will say, "Oh God, what was Lucius's last name? Do you know his last name?
Lucius Pierce.
Lucius Pierce. You have no idea what the fuck you're doing."
So I'm gonna open the door. The blood. Oh, there we go.
Sorry.
I was opening
Yes.
the door. You hear a bang, and as you say that, magic exits out of his hands, and the summoning circle on the ground glows this bright green as 3 creatures emerge from it. This horrible, hairy creature that, and 2 armored creatures. And he turns and looks at you and goes, "What? You?" And Olympia looks over
Yes,
at
me,
you.
you motherfucker.
Olympia looks over at you and looks over at Lucius and then goes, "Oh, who? This man has summoned all strange creatures in my basement." She runs.
Cut the crap, Olympia!
Olympia!
And she runs over beside by Eden and holds on to her daintily and goes, "Oh, please protect me from these horrible creatures that have been summoned in my house unexpectedly." And we're going to get everybody in combat. 1 second.
Combat time.
Combat time.
Love.
Freak rolls
Olympia,
her
you're
eyes.
a terrible liar. Great party, though.
Freak just rolls her eyes. Come on.
Pickles does seem more mad than he was last time we encountered Lucius summoning shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Oh shit,
Nice.
we're moving fast.
Oh yeah, it's initiative. I got initiative time.
Yes.
Oh,
Go.
shit.
shit,
They
I
are
gotta
also
remind
moving
myself what I
fast.
can do.
Yes.
Look at all
I'll
those
give
dice.
everybody a half second to look over their stuff because I also need to look over my stuff and change the music and
Yeah, get some banging tunes in
get
here.
some banging tunes. Where's my bot fam? There's my bot fam. We want combat. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Boo. Boo. Boo.
Epic.
Okay, but can
I got nothing to keep this dude from moving.
what does this do?
Ooh.
Oh yeah, no, I can't do that. What does this do? Okay. Cool. And yeah,
Yeah,
so you
Creek
walk.
is not.
Oh.
Creek is actually closer. Sorry. There we go.
Yeah, place yourselves where you want to be at the start here as you like burst open the door. I would say not beyond the door, but
Yeah.
Yeah, Pickles is gonna be, I think, right here
cool.
in the door here.
I was gonna say, Creek, do you want to be ahead of Nash? Because Nash can back up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
There we go.
I've got no combat spells this time.
There we go.
No combat, huh? Well,
I mean, I'm not a complete asshole. I've got like an attack spell.
yeah, fair enough. And I would say like, not having, attack spells is not an asshole move, It's just we are in a fight.
I got some stuff I can do. I got some things.
No worries, no worries. But yeah, as you say that, and the magic ends, and these creatures show up, and Olympia has her little moment, and she runs over to Eden. You get the feeling that Eden, Olympia, and Pavo are kind of just watching as this one creature closest to you turns, and it looks like a little crustacean-y little guy with a little meat cleaver in his hand. And his speed is 20. And it turns to look at you. And
What?
gets up to Creek and pulls up its little maul and tries to smash it into your head. Well, it wouldn't be your head,
Ow.
Creek. It goes into your knee because he is small.
He's a small little guy.
He's a little guy. Let's see if he hits.
Ow. Yeah.
Yeah, he unfortunately... It's got like these sharp little bits on it as he slams into you
Ow.
and does some damage.
Oof. Oh, they get D12s. Great.
Yes.
Wait,
guy,
it hit
damn it,
itself.
I did it again. Oh, sorry. I hate this. I like that there's now an undo button, but yeah. I need to
Right.
hit you, and
Yeah, hit me.
but the target and the like select things are two different things. So even though I targeted you, I didn't select you.
Oh, got
Anyways,
it. Yep.
but that's his whole turn because they've got little legs, and it took them 2 actions to get to you. All right, Nash.
Hey. Question, since we are kind of crowded around this door, could I get at this little thing past Creek and everybody?
I would
Like with
say
Megan.
yes. There's enough room
Okay.
for you to whip between Pickles and Creek.
Okay, then let me make sure I'm going through to figure out how I want to do this. Okay, first action, drawing my whip, because I didn't say that I had it out, and I'm going to be honest. He had his pin and stuff anyway. He's got this now.
Yeah.
Let's see. So, whip out, and I think I want to try something new. I think I want to try to trip this little bastard. So let's see here. My whip, go away, Adobe. I don't have time for you.
Adobe, no.
Little pop-ups. Okay, so my whip has it has trip, so it says I can do this even if I don't have a free hand, which is whatever, but I can use the weapon's reach and the weapon's item bonus to attack rolls as an item bonus to the athletics check. So let me see here. So I'm trying to figure out. So then, since it says I can use the item bonus to it, what do I need to add to my it says what I would add to an attack roll, I can add to the athletics roll. I know it's like strike plus 8, but that's not all from the like. What of that is from the item? I guess is what I'm asking. That would get added to the athletics roll.
I think it's just like your proficiency, like the item bonus is just if it's like a +1 whip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think.
That's what I was thinking, but I just wanted to make sure. I don't normally do special things with my weapon other than hit people, so
Yeah. No.
Okay.
All good. But yeah.
okay, but I am going
to
to
try and
attempt-
trip it.
yeah, so that's an athletics roll, so let me go over to the other blip.
Versus their reflex, I believe.
There's that 2 again.
There's that too again. Yeah, unfortunately, you go to whip it, and it, like, seems to bounce right off its little carapace armor.
Awful. Okay. Okay, so that... Does that count as me having used... That's not an attack action,
It
correct?
is, actually.
It is? It is?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I see right there, it's got the attack
Yeah.
trait on it. Okay,
So
gotcha.
it does count towards your multiple attack penalty, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's where I was headed. Okay, so... What should I do? Oh, hang on, let me...
It was a good idea, but unfortunately, this guy
Yeah.
is...
Yeah, ideas don't always work. I'm
Yep.
sorry. I have a lot of things that affect my actions, so I'm checking a thing real quick.
all good. No rush.
Okay, sorry, I was just double checking my devise a stratagem, but it's not for an attack, it's specifically for a strike. Okay.
Yeah.
But does this all count as part of the lead that I'm pursuing on Lucius?
Correct.
Because my leads right now are Lucius and Olympia.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means I can devise a stratagem as a bonus action and attempt a strike, so I do have the multiple attack penalty, but that might help me balance that out a little bit. Let me go make sure that's turned on. Okay. So then I'm just going to try to hit it with the whip then. Let me double check that everything is intelligence. Yes. Okay, cool.
Ooh.
Hey.
Okay. So that's a 21 to hit the little guy.
Yes. That is a hit.
Okay. We've learned that he doesn't want to go down, so he's just going to eat this whip instead.
Yeah.
And that
You must whip it.
Whip
Whip
it
it
real
good.
good. Oh wow, that's quite
Yeah.
powerful.
And since I had the devise a stratagem, it gets the strategic strike damage too.
Yeah. You take the whip, you angle it correctly this time and smack it like right in the middle of its forehead, and it like shakes its head a little bit as you injure it.
Okey-dokey, and that's 3 actions. That's me.
All right. Scraggery.
Get in there.
But Scrag, you want him to like get in there? He's more of like a ranged. Nah, I'm gonna.
Lies.
I don't know.
Nice.
I don't know if that's
Come
really
on.
Scragg's bag.
I'm gonna get in there. Duh. First of all, I'm gonna command. I don't know how big this door is. I feel like we're all crowded around it.
Yeah, it's like 2 squares, so it's a pretty big door. So you
Okay.
could get through to the other side.
Dope. I'm gonna. Sorry, I forget how to. Wow. And I forget how commanding works. Does Gertie get 2 actions automatically, or do I have to
No.
give up one of my actions?
You have to
Gertie?
give up one of your actions for her to do 2.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. So that's 2 of my actions: 1 to step through the door, and 1 to
Command Gertie.
1 to command Gertie. So Gertie moves, and I'm going to twin attack this dude.
Okay. Make
And
to
I'm gonna
target
use my-
him.
Yes, I'm gonna use my. Sorry, I'm just gonna move Gertie away for a brief moment.
Yeah, but we'll
And,
know where she is.
Yeah, I'll go here instead, just so people can get by.
I mean, you aren't difficult terrain. People can walk right through you.
Okay,
It's only enemies
just
that are
for-
difficult terrain. Well, technically,
You take it. Oh,
You want a glass of water?
no, I'm good. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm still gonna move here because I think I get flanking if I do.
Yes, you do. I mean, you had flanking before with Gertie, but yes.
Eh.
But yeah, it will show up if you target them. It will automatically calculate the flanking.
Yes.
Which
Okey-dokey.
now, by the way, is no longer flat-footed. It is off guard.
Much better name for
Finally.
that.
Honestly.
Flat-footed is based off a World War I era myth.
Yes.
Read about it. Anyways, so I do not have hunted prey, but I do have strikes. For some reason I have two. Okay, right, because can be made with dex or strength. Okay, that makes sense. So I'm gonna do my first strike. That's a 19.
That is a hit.
Woo! That's 7 points of damage.
All right. As you swing up with your hatchet, you smack into it. And you
Nice.
basically cut into its side there, and you see like this oozing green goo kind of start to seep out of it.
And I would like to attack it again. Oh.
No. You moved, you attacked, and you got Gertie to move.
No, I'm using Twin Strike. Twin Takedown. Basically, Twin Takedown means if I'm dual wielding, I can attack twice on one action, but I still take multiple attack penalty.
This one says... Let me have a look at that.
Oh, sorry, that's only for hunted prey. My bad.
Yes, I was like, that can't be right, because I'm pretty sure you have to hunt prey first before the twin takedown.
Yes, my bad. Okay, so Gertie is going to attack.
Yes.
Gertie is a good girl.
Yes.
She's going to do a bite. .22.
22.
God damn.
I assume that hits.
That hits. So roll me some
Okay.
damage.
That's 5 points of damage.
So she chomps into this creature, and more of this green goo starts to come out, but it's still standing.
How does it taste, Gertie?
Tastes a little bit like lemon lime.
The Sprite Demon.
Yep.
Of course.
Tastes like Ecto Cooler.
Tastes like Ecto Cooler. Anyways, Craig,
Sorry.
your turn.
That's good. Yeah. So, this freaking guy right in front of me. All right. Technically, she had her bow drawn, so she is gonna unsheath that. And she's gonna draw her hatchet. I guess you could do one-handed. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Gonna target this boy. I'm gonna do hunt prey on the boy in front of me, and I'm gonna strike.
Yes.
And hiya! Ooh, not good.
Unfortunately, you like swing over its head.
Too dang small.
Too small.
Dang, and I think that, yeah, unsheathing is an action, yeah, or sheathing is an action.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it for me. Dang it. That was the shortest turn ever.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Unfortunately, but yes. And at this point, the next little creature like this starts heading towards Scrag. Actually, he's gonna go about. Yeah.
I find your movements unsettling, sir.
Anyways, it pulls up its little hammer and it tries to swing towards you, Scrag. With A. Pulls up its little maul and swings towards you. Roll, please. And unfortunately, it misses as it swings by. And that is actually his whole action because it can only move 20 feet. So it used 2 actions to get to you and then 1 action to attack.
Scrag does the Leonard Skinner, the Principal Skinner, pathetic.
DM,
There's
quick
a-
clarity.
What?
The meme.
But Leonard Skinner?
No, Principal Skinner. I mixed them up.
Real bad you mixed them up.
Real bad. Anyways, Pickles, it's
Spring
your
just
turn.
starts playing Freebird.
Yes.
Clarifying question, DM. When I was remembering about summoning and how that works, when things are summoned to this realm, like, is there a way to remove them from this realm, or are they just here now?
There is a way, but you're pretty sure you don't have that. You basically have to unsummon them, send them back
Okay,
home.
so it's a discrete unsummoning spell.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Alright, I'm going to... Okay. These boys, I think we pretty much got the deal on. I would like to... So I have a couple things I can do. I apologize that I'm not moving out of the door, but my first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cast... Hold on, I need to target these guys. Actually, no, I want to target Scrag against that enemy. I'm going to cast against this little dude that Scrag is fighting. I'm going to cast Forbidding Ward.
Ooh.
Ward an ally against attacks of a hostile spell from the target enemy. The target ally gains a +1 status bonus to armor class and saving throws against the target enemy's attack spells and other effects.
All right. Put that on Scrag.
Yay.
Yeah, that's a new spell that I get from being an oracle. So Pickles Pickles actually
Cool.
pulls out the little watch and he sort of like traces the things on it, and he you hear like kind of almost like a weird ticking of a clock, and Scrag it almost seems like the air sort of like shimmers around him a little bit, and there seems to be like you can almost feel like an invisible connection, an abjurant connection between Scrag and this little guy here. Like this iron just bond of like you can't. Scrag has become unfuckable.
Unfuckable.
Wow, not okay. He's a very handsome lizard, thank you very much. But thank you.
And then I would like to, because it's what I'm here for, I would like to use an action. We know pretty much what these little guys are like. I'd like to recall knowledge on this Nuglub thing.
Yeah, go right ahead. Roll. Neat. That.
Could I use planar lore for that? Would that be acceptable?
I'll allow it.
Hold on, I've fucked up my character sheet somehow. Proficiencies. Planar lore. Give me a recall knowledge on this thing. Hell yeah, that's a 26.
That's a 26. So,
Nice.
you know that by gremlin standards, these are the biggest gremlins. They are considered like the big boys of gremlins, which means they're still technically small. But that it is a like hunchback, and they're not quite 3 feet tall. They have glowing blue eyes, black oily hair, and that covers their whole body like a cloak, as you can clearly see. You know that they enjoy killing, with a glee that other gremlins reserve for sabotage. Instead, they spend long hours preparing ambushes for wary travelers or plotting to murder sleeping villagers. And they're not as tactical as regular gremlins, who love to like just break shit. But they love like pulling people into traps and killing them. You know that they tend to focus their targets on people wearing armor. And what else does it say?
Do I know anything about their, like, if they have any spell casting capability at all?
You know that they, in fact, can cast a couple spells. Most gremlins can, but most of them haven't been, like, useful in combat. You know that Nuglubs, though, can cast, like, Grease and Shocking Grasp.
Okay, be careful of the big guy. He's nothing to sneeze at. He's got a little bit of spell capability. Keep an eye out, Scrag and Creek. He'll probably target you guys. And Pickles is just delivering that information as fast as he fucking can to his party members. Last thing I want to do is a free action.
Yeah.
Can I, as a free action, ping Bastard and to let him know that that shit has gone down?
Yeah. You ping Bastard and you get a back, which you
And
acknowledge as like an acceptance.
I also would like to, I think at this point, as opposed to like running for help, I think the best thing to do is to get Vaz and Bastard down here. So I would like to, Pickles, if possible, he would like to indicate help, as opposed to just go get help. It's to like help, need your aid, that kind of thing.
Gotcha. Though, as
Okay.
we'll see how that works.
Yeah.
Lucius.
If that doesn't happen until like next time, like with Vaz, we'll figure it out. But
Yeah, because I think we're almost coming up on time. We might need to stop in the middle of combat.
Yeah.
But
Alright, what's this motherfucker doing?
we'll at least finish up this round as Lucius looks towards you and lines up. Let me see. What can I do here? One or two creatures. I'll say no for that one. But he like looks over at the people that are seemingly not wanting to help him, kind of frowns for a moment and goes, I won't let you get in my way! And he points his finger towards Scrag here, and as an action will cast... Well, he'll use... Who can he see from here? He can see a few people. He's going to cast Magic Missile at three actions, which will make 3 darts, and he will shoot one at Scrag, Pickles, and Creek. Let's see how this works.
Rude.
No.
Okay, yeah, like...
Oh, it says target one creature. Does that mean they're all
Targets
at
one
or-
creature, but it because
He cast it 3 times.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, I see.
yeah,
Mhm.
because Magic Missile is 1 to 3 actions, cast time 1 to 3. To a maximum of 3 missiles for 3 actions.
So yes, I didn't see that choose each target individually. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah. Yeah.
For each additional action, when you use casting the spell, increase the number of missiles you shoot by 1 for a maximum of 3 missiles and for 3 actions. You choose the target for each missile individually.
I'm
Yeah,
so
but-
sad. I could have cast Shield to specifically say fuck you to that, but I did not.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Unfortunately. But yes, he sends out 3, and I don't need to roll for this because it's Magic Missile.
Yep.
But he does some damage.
You'll
What is that?
basted.
Damage to Scrag, and then he shoots one more at Pickles. Oh, yep. And then the last one at Creek here. As like these 3 beams of light just burst out and go right into you. And now it is the Nubglub's turn.
Do I need to do a check for my spell?
No.
Because it's a sustained. How does sustaining?
Sustain means that on your turn you have to use an action to sustain it or it goes away.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So if you use 3 actions and didn't sustain it, the Forbidden Ward goes away.
Gotcha. Okay.
I believe there
Understood.
might be some stuff with concentration, but So the Nubglub looks towards the people entering the room, and you see a big, nasty smile cross its face as it starts toddling towards Gertie.
Cuddling. Oh.
And it's got 30 speed, so it can spend 1 action to do that. And then it's going to try and claw at Gertie, because it looks like chicken to it.
Hey,
Oh.
Rude, but fair. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Does some damage.
Oh,
Oof.
Oof! Ouch! Ouch! Owie!
oh yeah.
As she claws into it, and then for her last action, she's going to grab. She uses the grab action. Effect the monster's last action was a success with a strike that lists grab. Yep. Actually, no, it can't do that because the grab is on the bite, not on the claw. I misread that, so it can't grab. So it's just gonna try and claw again instead because I messed up. I should read things better. Remember to read things. And hits again. And
Ow.
claws into.
Stop hurting
Brady.
my little dino buddy.
I'm sorry, but that's just the way things go.
It's not very nice.
Stop.
But that is its turn. Katie, how are we doing?
I still got like 10 minutes.
I don't know if that's enough for an entire round.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
I
say we
think this
probably
would be a
should.
good place to pause it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
for now, we will
Okay.
end the fight here. And hopefully we can get another round in before another month goes by.
The suspense is killing me.
Life be crazy sometimes.
Life be crazy.
Yeah.
It do be crazy.
Goodbye, everybody. See you next
Yeah.
time.
We'll see you next time.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Nom, 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 nom.